everyone, this is Tisch Aitken, and it is Friday, January 21st, 2022, and we have had a very, very big week, very draining week. Uranus, which is the planet of chaos, surprise, and innovation, stationed direct at 10 degrees and 49 minutes of Taurus, and this happened on January 18th, and you feel the buildup 5 days before and 5 days after. A lot of surprise news, a lot of big events. I got a couple of surprise stories that I heard about, not big deals, but unexpected news, and I'm sure many of you did as well, and feeling very enervated and drained by this, because add to that the nodes of fate changed signs on the same day and exited the Gemini Sagittarius axis, where they've been since May 5th of 2020, and now they're centering in on the Taurus Scorpio axis, which is about growing something new in your life and on the collective, working much more with nature and creativity and natural resources, as well as purging the pain and finding ways to heal and transform together, and focusing on money and finding new ways to earn income for many people and to eliminate debt. That's going to be another big deal the next 18 months. And so we've all been feeling that energy intensely. Now, Mars, which is the planet of action, is currently at the last degrees of Sagittarius, transiting at the galactic center, which is the center of the Milky Way. And that's very connected to downloads of information and psychic intuition, and with Uranus can bring such flashes of insight and future insight. It's not necessarily psychic, but it's very futuristic and very energized. It can feel like you've been up all night, cramming for a test with 10 cups of coffee. It really has that energy and that feeling to it. And Mars now is going to enter the cardinal earth sign of Capricorn on January 24th at 7:53 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And with that, Venus has been retrograde since December 19th. It retrograded at 26 degrees and 29 minutes of the sign of Capricorn. We've all been working with that story, re-encapsulating the epic of Capricorn, which really peaked in 2020 when Saturn and Pluto both met up in Capricorn at the world point, bringing down the structures in the world and restructuring and rebuilding. Now we're in the age of Aquarius, and there's a whole different tone. But with Venus retrograde, it's been an opportunity for all of us to reconsider and reevaluate the choices we made in the era of Capricorn. And during that very difficult time, especially in the beginning of the pandemic, when we were very restricted, and Venus set off where Pluto, the planet of death and regeneration, retrograded in April of 2021, when Venus stationed in December of last year. And now, going forward with the story, Mars is transiting in the sign of Capricorn. It will be there until March 6th. And Venus and Mars already met up last year in the summer when they were in Leo. Venus wasn't retrograde, but they met up for the first of 3 pairings. They met up on July 3rd in the sign of Leo. Now Mars is entering Capricorn. Venus and Mars will start transiting together, meaning they'll be conjunct, although at a wider orb, starting on January 29th. And or the 30th, which is the day after Venus, the planet of love, value, and money, stations direct at 11 degrees and 5 minutes of the cardinal earth sign of Capricorn. And Venus and Mars transiting together is very creative, romantic, sexy, inspired energy. And we have it for a couple of months. We have it really through the beginning of April. Mars and Venus are both going to change signs in March, and they will enter the sign of Aquarius, and that's going to bring a whole theme as well. On March 6th, Venus and Mars will be transiting where, we're in the new age of Aquarius. That's a lot about freedom and community and connection. But wherever they're transiting, having them together for a couple of months is so creative and fun, and also brings a lot of opportunities to make money, to partner with other people, to feel hopeful again. And, Venus and Pluto have also been working in tandem since the beginning of December. They met up on December 11th. They met up a second time on December 25th when Venus was already retrograde. And they're going to meet up a third and final time in the sky before Venus exits the sign of Capricorn on March 3rd. But what's also going to happen is that Venus and Mars are going to meet up a third and final time on March 2nd and March 3rd. So you're going to have Venus, Mars, and Pluto together, which is very scorpionic energy too, because Mars and Pluto both rule the sign of Scorpio. It can be very intense. It could be a lot of endings, but it could be a lot of passionate beginnings. And especially, we've all been reevaluating our choices in many different regards and trying to eliminate that which is keeping us back, trying to honor the loss as we move ahead, but also trying to construct a new future, because the age of Aquarius is so centered on creating a new future. Aquarius is the sign of the future. So this is a really important theme for all of us, is getting rid of the toxicity, but also focusing on the creative. The North Node of Destiny is transiting in Taurus, which is inviting you and encouraging you to be creative in whatever way that means for you. Uranus has been transiting on and off in Taurus since May 15th of 2018, bringing chaos and disruption, fighting with Saturn in the sky on and off in 2021, and they will be sparring again in October of this year. Underscoring the chaos of this time, however, we have a lot of magic. Venus and Mars working together is magic. Mars entering Capricorn on the 24th of January is magic, because it helps you to really get things done and accomplish your goals. On January 25th, Mercury, which is the planet of communication, re-enters the sign of Capricorn at 10:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Mercury is going to station direct on February 3rd at 24 degrees and 22 minutes of Capricorn. And this is setting off where Pluto has been transiting the last couple of years. Again, elimination, letting go, and transformation. But now, we have been reconsidering the age of Aquarius thus far, because Mercury initially retrograded at 10 degrees and 20 minutes of Aquarius. Now it's transiting in the late degrees of Capricorn, where Saturn was in 2020 on and off in March, and then again in December of 2020. And then when it does station direct, it will be where it was the very beginning of 2020 in January, and setting off again where Pluto has been transiting. A lot of heavy thinking and choices and decisions for all of us in a time of chaos that has been emphasized right now with a very Uranian energy, right? It's been very, very hectic, but a lot to work with. Remind yourself that in this time of chaos, there is a lot of magic with Venus and Mars, with Jupiter transiting in the sign of dreams and sparkle and magic. And, I know it doesn't feel like sparkle and magic, but we have to try to remind ourselves that people can be very resilient. There have been very, very difficult times in history. We are living in another very, very difficult time in history, but in a time that's centered on technology and community and futuristic thinking. Jupiter and Pisces on and off this year, focusing on love and empathy, but also on the imagination, not just sterile mechanics and machinery and technology, but on your own dreams and intuition and creativity. And so that's another play. But I think Mercury retrograding, or Mercury re-entering Capricorn, the late degrees, Venus stationing direct, huge deal on January 29th. Very helpful because we had Uranus, which is an outer planet, stationed direct on the 18th. Now we have Venus, the planet of love and beauty and money, stationing direct on January 29th. That will be excellent. And on the 30th, the Sun squares Uranus at, at 2:32 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, bringing more Aquarian and Uranian energy to the cosmos. And unpredictable could be that you have plans that get changed or canceled, or maybe you have sudden invitations or plans, and it could be a little bit chaotic or feeling just all over the place, but exciting energy. And Venus stationing direct is excellent. Right around the corner, Mercury stations direct on February 3rd, and now Venus and Mars start to join together in the sky at the very end of January through approximately April 4th. And they start off with the sign of Capricorn, and then they will dance together in the futuristic sign of Aquarius, which is very social, communal, and innovative. So that's exciting. Tough week, but that's excitement ahead. So good luck, everybody, and thank you so much.